for Seniors present the website of the week with Hewie Poplock.
Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Website of the week number 14. Selecting a streaming service, suppose.tv. I'm Hewie Poplock. You're thinking about or have decided to fire your cable TV service and go to streaming services. You will need either a smart TV or a streaming device. To help decide what service or services we want to use for our streaming, I'm going to demonstrate suppose.tv. This is suppose.tv. Suppose compares billions of combinations of TV services and finds the best for you. So to begin with, you need to update your location and select your favorite channels. So what we're going to do is come up here on the left-hand side and change the TV area. You can enter an address, a city, or zip, or use the current location. I am going to say Bradenton. You'll see that it lists some things here. I'm just going to say Bradenton, Florida. And it selected Tampa Bay area. I need to select the channels that I wish to have. What you want to do is get all of the people that are in your household and make a list of channels that they must have. And one of the things we want is the ABC station for sure. Not that one. We want to come down here and show more, and we want to do the WWSB, which is the Sarasota ABC station. So we want to include that. So, and it puts it over here. Another one that we want to have is something called Reels. By typing in a few letters, you'll get the choices. We're going to choose Reels channel. So that's now added it over here. Let's say we also want to have the A&E channel, and it shows up under entertainment. We'll add that to our list. We want to have National Geographic, and we'll go ahead and choose that. And we want the Weather Channel. Now, there are several weather channels that we can choose from, but we want the Weather Channel. And let's go ahead and choose TCM, Turner Channel Movies. Choose the FX channel, and we'll choose that. We now have all of these. Now, if we want to add more, that we can go to each one of these topics, like information, and we can show more, and you'll see a number of channels that are available, or you can show less. Under lifestyle, if you click here, you're going to see that there's all kinds of lifestyle channels available. And under sports and movies and comedy, music, Spanish, specialty, and shopping, and there's a complete list there. So if you aren't sure which ones you want to have, you can go in and pick and choose. We need to prioritize what we want. So in other words, which ones are the most important? Well, ABC would be the first, and the Reels would be the second, because that's important to me. A&E is probably not as much, but let's say I like the FX channel. I can just move it up here, and I can say I want the National Geographic next, and then A&E, and then in this. So I would want them in this order. In this area, it shows the top 30 of combinations that it evaluates. So you'll see here, it shows which channels are available from that choice. And in this case, they're saying the DirecTV stream, the entertainment choice, and the friendly basic. And combined, it would be $82.58 a month. Or you could say, if I don't want the ABC channel, I can get it using an antenna. So I don't really need to get something that has that. For $47.99 or $48 a month, I can get Sling Blue and get all of the other channels that I wanted, plus 76 more channels. And if I click this, it will actually show me all of the channels that I would get if I made that choice. Or I could go a DirecTV stream entertainment. I just wouldn't get the Weather Channel. Sling Blue, I wouldn't get the Weather Channel. And if I chose this one, DirecTV Stream Choice, which would be $97.19, That one would have 109 more channels, so I would get more channels, but it would include all the ones I want. You can also refine by saying get more or save more. So if we want to get more channels, we can move this a little bit. It'll change the order in which we get these choices. Let's say that I want 1+ simultaneous streams. Let's say I need 2. I've got 2 TVs and I want this on 2 TVs. Well, not all the services allow you to do that. Okay, I've got 3 TVs. Which is going to be my best choice? And you'll see here, there are a number of pages that are available. So you can go to the next page and the next page. So you can see the various choices that you have available for you. And let's say you also want a DVR, a digital video recording. So if you slide that to the right, it will show you which of your choices has a DVR. We need it on 3 TVs. We want a DVR and get more. So now our choices are, number 1 is the DirecTV stream choice. And we would get everything we want, or we could also get the DirecTV stream entertainment plus the friendly, and that would be less money. So that might be a better choice for us. If we don't care about the Weather Channel, we could then get the DirecTV stream entertainment without the friendly premium. Or we could go to the YouTube TV plus Philo, and that would run us $92.99 or $93, and a lot more channels. There are some YouTube TV offers. There's a Philo offer, a free trial, 3 device offers for a Roku Ultra, an Apple TV 4K, or a Fire TV Recast. So you might want to consider a different device as well. We decide, well, we don't care about the TCM. We can take that off, and we can take the Weather Channel off. Or we can say exclude it from the search. Or we can say this is a must-have. So if you want to say this is a must-have and this is a must-have, it will limit your choices. One of the items that makes streaming the most expensive is choosing sports channels. So let's pick a few and see how they fit into what we're doing. And we'll show more. And let's go ahead and choose the Golf Channel. Let's choose ESPN College Extra, Fox Soccer Plus, MLB or Major League Baseball Network, and Motorsports. So we've chosen some sports channels. You'll see that some are not picked up on some services and some are. Let's take a look. We're not seeing the ABC. Let's say that we want that to be a must. So we'll click a heart on that. So that does change our outlook. It looks like it's recommending Hulu plus a few others, but not all of the channels are listed there. So let's go to the next page and see where they may be. So we've got a few more here, the soccer and the Major League Baseball. It looks like the ESPN College may only be on some of the dish or satellite networks. I don't see that listed with any of them, but you can see that we're up to $103 here, $113. So it gets a little bit more expensive, and as we go up, so here is the ESPN, Hulu, Live TV Unlimited screens, Philo 60 channels plus more at $107. Hulu Unlimited screens, Philo, and Sling World Sports at $117. And let's go to the next page. Let's see where we're coming up here. We're not getting many of those sports channels. They're intermixed, so it's going to be difficult to get as many as we can, but it looks like Hulu and maybe some others. We'd have to choose what we want. It looks like this is our best choice, which would be YouTube, YouTube TV, Philo, 60 channels, and Sling World Sports at about $114 to get those choices. Now, if we start adding in some other, prioritize some more channels, we may get some different results. Let's try one more scenario. We only want the local channels, so we want the ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC out of Tampa, and we want the ABC channel out of Sarasota. So we have several choices here. We're definitely not going to do Dish. So there's two choices for Dish here. But otherwise, we're looking at Hulu, DirecTV Stream, and if we go to the next page, we're also looking at Fubo. So let's go back to the first screen. Let's say we're going to consider Hulu. Well, if we come down here, we can see 85 more channels. And what we can do is we can scroll down here and see if this fits most of what we're looking for. So there's 85 channels there. And let's say we're also considering YouTube TV, which has 103 more channels. And we can see those, all of the channels that are available there. We can take a look and see, yes, that's going to fulfill our needs and what we want. So we have the choice at this point of YouTube TV at $65, in Hulu it's $70. Then what we want to look at is, what about simultaneous stream? So we want to have at least two. So we're okay there with two streams. So either one of those would work. And let's say we also want a DVR. And it looks like both of those have DVRs as well. We could choose either Hulu Live TV or YouTube TV as our choice. To help us decide which service we want to use for streaming when we cut the cord, a good choice to help us is Suppose.tv. I'm Hewie Poplock, and this is Website of the Week.
Hi, I'm Mike Ungerman of the Central Florida Computer Society. Today we'll continue with the fifth in a series on electric vehicles. In our previous presentations, we reviewed the technology of electric vehicles, EVs, consisting of hybrid electric vehicles, HEVs, plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, PHEVs, and pure battery-powered electric vehicles, BEVs. And we've also looked at the technology of the batteries that power them all. Today, we're going to start to take a look at how EV batteries are charged. Hybrid electric vehicles charge their battery using energy from regenerative braking and deceleration, as well as a portion of the excess energy generated from a gasoline engine. The deceleration and regenerative braking technology is used in all EVs. This diagram incorporates most of the currently used methods of charging PHEVs and BEVs. They may be categorized as one of two methods: home or portable charging, and public or commercial charging. All EVs that can be charged use a charging scheme similar to this one. Charging methods are defined as level 1, 2, or 3. Level 1 and 2 are AC charging, with the EV's charger converting AC to DC for their batteries. Level 3 is DC charging only, with the EV's battery management system, BMS, adjusting voltage and current as necessary. Let's look at level 1 charging. It's accomplished with a unit designed for at-home charging or anywhere you can connect to a local AC outlet. Most EVs come standard with a charger, in quotes, like this one, but some manufacturers require you to purchase your own. In the US, the unit is designed for 110 to 120 volts AC. In other countries, it can be 220 volts if the controller is dual voltage. The connector that connects to the car is a J1772 connector. and it's designed for most EVs. However, Teslas come with their own connector or require an adapter. Level 1 charging is typically used for overnight charging. It can take from 12 to 20 hours to fully charge a typical BEV with this method. This is the level 1 charging cable that came with my Kia Niro PHEV. I can fully charge my Niro's battery in 9 hours. Level 2 chargers can be home, portable, or public and commercial. They're all AC chargers. Home chargers will require a 220 to 240 volts AC outlet to be installed or wired direct to your electrical service panel. Public level 2 chargers can be free, provided by government or companies, or they can be in a commercial network. Level 2 charging can typically charge an electric vehicle from 0% to 100% in 4 to 8 hours, depending on the battery capacity of the vehicle and the charging capacity of the charger. This is the level 2 charging unit that I purchased from Amazon. I had an electrician install a 240 volt outlet for me near the door to my garage. I can fully charge my Niro PHEV's battery in approximately 2 hours for about 26 miles of pure EV driving before the hybrid mode of the car kicks in. Level 3 charging is accomplished through commercial installations of DC high-powered chargers, usually in charging networks. Tesla provides their own supercharger networks designed initially for only Tesla vehicles, but recently they're expanding to include other EVs. Some large companies have installed their own level 3 chargers, but most charging facilities in the US and Canada are part of a charging network, which I plan to discuss in a future presentation. DC fast charging is the fastest method of charging an electric vehicle. Some vehicles can be charged up to 80% in just 30 minutes. It's typically recommended to start charging your EV at 20% capacity and stop charging at 80%, as the last 80% to 100% can take a considerable amount of time without a corresponding benefit in range or driving time. So you might ask, why charge your EV if you could easily replace your battery when it needs recharging? That's actually the premise of at least one EV manufacturer who plans on installing replacement stations for drive-in, quick, approximately 15 minutes, automated replacement. You'd purchase your EV without purchasing a battery. Purchase a battery subscription instead and save thousands of dollars up front. The specifications of the EV with this plan are estimated for a range of from 250 to 300 plus miles, doing a typical battery exchange. If you're a low mileage urban driver, a single battery pack could provide weeks of urban driving before having to swap out. A Chinese EV, a NIO, has the vehicles and infrastructure available now in Norway. Let's take a quick look at some screenshots I took from a video showing a NIO swap station in Oslo, Norway. I'll zoom in on some of these pictures so you can see them better. Here we have the NIO car parked in a designated parking spot outside the entrance to the exchange station. Inside the car on his display, you can see that it's showing that he should park exactly in this location and then switch to his app and let the automated system control his car entering the facility and charge. It'll be a hands-off operation for the driver. Here's what the station looks like. These 4 locators is where his tires will be, and notice they have rollers so that the car can be positioned sideways and get it directly over the opening in the floor. This door will go to the left, this door will go to the right. The old battery will be removed from the car and moved to the right. The new battery will come out of this facility, drop down, be slid into this area, and installed in the car. Normally, you would not see this, but the manager of the station opened up the doors for the videographer so he could actually see the methodology below the floor, where the old battery is going to be taken out and go to the right, and the new battery is going to come in from the left and be positioned to enter into the car. Here, the car has been positioned and centered, and the jacking mechanism has come up from the floor to raise the body of the car several inches for clearance purposes. The jacking mechanism has actually taken the extractors, moved them up to where the battery was located, unscrewed the retaining bolts, and then the battery is actually now being lowered down into the center of the facility. Once again, the new battery is placed on this mechanism, and it then raises to raise the unit up or raise the car up. And here you can see the battery coming up out of the storage facility and being installed in the car. This screenshot shows the completed operation. The car is done and will shortly drive out of the facility. And on the internal screen, you can see that his new battery has been installed with an estimated range of 450 kilometers and a 90% charge level. And here's our happy driver pulling out of the facility, ready to go on his way. I did mention that that was one of my YouTube videos that's on my playlists. And as I researched YouTube videos supporting technology, I added them to several playlists to share with our viewers. These are active lists with videos relating to today's presentation at the top of each list, and the rest in reverse chronological order. The complete video of the Neo battery swap is also posted to review. I will update these playlists as I discover new videos. Feel free to browse them at your leisure. Take note that the videos have a bit.ly link from my presentation to make it easier to get to them instead of the complex YouTube URL. I have an EV charging overall YouTube playlist, which is bit.ly/mics-ev-charging. Note the capital letters, they're required. And this is an overall playlist on EV charging. I then specialized in a home and a public playlist, each one containing videos relating to home or portable, and public relating to commercial charging. So the second playlist is bit.ly mics-ev-charging-home, and the third playlist is bit.ly mics-ev-charging-public. I have created a website as a reference for all of my EV playlists to date. I've asked Ron to include the URL for that site in periodic Tech for Senior newsletters, and I'll be updating that as this presentation completes. EV charging may be one of the most important decision factors in your decision to own an EV if you don't already have one. My next presentations will expand on the charging technology for your prospective EV, including more detail on charging at home and installing charging points, normally done by an electrician, but some you may want to take the challenge and do it yourself. and then a fairly extensive presentation on charging at commercial charging stations using network accounts and the appropriate mobile apps for controlling the charging process and checking the status. Ron says that I always have a smile on my face when the sun is shining here in Florida. Well, it's because I have a solar PV system on my roof, which produces more electrical energy than my home consumes on sunny days. This is a Sense power meter, and it's installed in my outside panel, and then I can see this screen on an app or on my computer. It shows my solar energy production, which is this rising yellow shaded or orange shaded range. And it's showing that it's in excess of my home's requirements, which are shown by the red, showing the energy that I'm consuming. Got to address those peaks here, which I think is my wife's coffee pot. But notice the start of EV charging on this particular sunny day. Up until this time, all this excess energy was going back to my utility. Now my PHEV starts charging with its level 2 charger, and it's using a considerable amount of current, but for me, it's below the amount that I'm producing, and I'm still sending energy back to the utility, and I'm making money while the sun shines.
I have 3 tips for you this morning. Press pause for updates, kill an unresponsive program, and last, Microsoft Windows Quick Assist. We all know updates are important. They give your operating system the latest features, security patches, and more. But sometimes you just want Windows to leave you alone without those incessant pop-ups. To do this, you want to go to Settings, Updates, and Security, Windows Update, and Windows Update, and you can pause upcoming feature updates. Home and Pro users will have different options, but here's the rundown. You have a few options for delaying updates, big and small. The most basic way to delay any updates is to place a 7-day pause on them, which you can do from Settings. Windows 10 users should open up to Update and Security, Windows Update, while Windows 11 will let you open directly to Windows Update from the Start menu. If you're not yet ready to update your machine, you want to click the Pause Update for 7 days button. On Windows 11, it says Pause for 1 week. This will change the Check for Updates button to Resume Updates. Windows will also display when updates will resume again. Windows 10 users can also click Advanced Options and pause updates until it's for a specific date. You can do this for up to 35 days. Note, you can only pause updates past 7 days if you're not signed up for the Windows Insider program. But here's another alternative. If instead of pausing updates, you might want to simply tell Windows when it should install updates by changing your active hours. In Windows 10, you'll open Settings, Updates and Security, Windows Update, and then click Change Active Hours to set when updates should not be installed. You have the option to let Windows adjust active hours automatically based on your specific activity. If you don't want to do this, just click Change to set a custom start time and end time. For Windows 11 users, you can go to Windows Update Advanced Options and open the Active Hours dropdown. Set Adjust Active Hours to automatically to change active hours based on your specific activities. You also can set it to manually to set a custom start and end time. Once active hours are set, no updates will be installed during that time so as not to disturb you. Of course, updates will still be installed after hours if you leave your machine on and in sleep mode. So this is more for convenience rather than a solution to any performance issues you may experience. Having problems with unresponsive programs. When a program or app is not responding, you can either force quit or close the application. Typically, Windows tries to safely close or recover the program just so that you don't lose any potential unsaved work or data. However, if Windows is taking too long, or if the program is using up all the system resources, you can manually force quit the app. There are a variety of ways to do this, rebooting or shutting down your machine. However, a more elegant way to kill a process, program, or force quit an application is using Task Manager. So without further ado, let's look at the steps to force quit app or programs in Windows 10 or 11 using Task Manager. You might note that the appearance of the Task Manager has changed in Windows 11 with the 22H2 update, but the process we describe here will be the same. Task Manager provides a simple way to quickly force quit or to kill a non-responding program or app. And here are the steps you should follow. Right-click on the taskbar. Windows 11 22H2 update now allows access to the Task Manager from the taskbar. Here you find and select the process you want to end. If the process is not the responding state, you will see not responding next to the process name. After selecting the process, click on End Task button. If you see a warning message, click on OK and close the Task Manager. If after you click End Task and the program doesn't close, click the End Task button a couple more times and wait until a window message comes up letting you know that the program is not responding, and click Close the Program as many times as the message appears. Note, when a program becomes unresponsive and you close it, you may lose all your unsaved data. Once closed, the program should be ready to start over. In case that the program crashes again, you can repeat these instructions one more time. But if this does not fix it, restart your computer. You can also try to check for updates. The program could have a bug and a new update with a fix could be available, and also check for Windows updates as well. When you need to help a friend or a family member, try using Microsoft Quick Assist. It's a remote assistance tool that allows a trusted person to access and control your computer remotely to help you troubleshooting issues or perform tasks. It comes pre-installed with Windows 10 and 11 and allows you to provide or receive remote assistance without the need of any additional software. There are several reasons why you might want to use Quick Assist. One, technical issues. Computers can be complex, and it's not uncommon for users to experience technical problems that they can't resolve on their own and need outside assistance. Maybe distance is a problem. In some situations, the person who can best help with a technical problem may not be in the same location as the person experiencing the issue. Quick Assist makes it easy for someone to provide remote assistance from anywhere in the world. It's also time-saving. Quick Assist can save time by allowing someone to remotely access and control the computer rather than having to walk the user through each step of a troubleshooting process over the phone or via email. It's also convenient. Quick Assist comes pre-installed on Windows 10 and 11, so there's no need to install additional software. It's a simple and convenient way to get remote assistance without the need for complex setup or configuration. To use Quick Assist, both the person providing assistance and the person receiving assistance need to have a Windows 10 or 11 device with a working internet connection. The person providing assistance generates a unique code that the person receiving assistance enters into their Quick Assist application to establish a secure remote connection. Note, you may be prompted to update Quick Assist if you have not used it. Once the connection is established, the person providing assistance can see and control the desktop of the person receiving assistance and can perform tasks such as running diagnostic tools, installing or updating software, and adjusting settings. Quick Assist is a convenient tool for remote collaboration and support, particularly for individuals and small businesses that do not have a dedicated IT staff. Microsoft Quick Assist is a helpful tool that can save time, reduce frustration, and make it easier for people to get the technical help they need. And that's our Windows tips. I'm Bill James, Tech for Seniors.